Okay, hey out there in YouTube land, North Texas Outdoors here. I'm here with my daughter Juliet, and we just got back from it ended up being a 9-day cruise or something on the Carnival Vista. We were supposed to go to Grand Cayman, Jamaica, and Cozumel, but they had engine problems, so we didn't get to go to those places, did we?
Yeah.
But we got to go to Cozumel and Costa Maya. And on a Carnival cruise, I usually try to do at least one dive excursion when I'm there with my family, because not everybody's certified. But we all do some snorkeling as well. So the only dive site I went to is Costa Maya. Here you see at our first dive site, we're at about 65 feet down. And what kind of animal do we see there, Juliet?
A sea turtle.
Sea turtle. It's really pretty lumbering. So pretty good sight right away on the dive. It's a good deal. Costa Maya is one of the ports Carnival services. If I had to pick a port, they also do Progreso, Mexico. I would highly suggest, especially if you're diving, pick the cruise that goes to Costa Maya, because Progreso was kind of, if you're into ruins, I guess it's not a bad port, but Costa Maya is a much better port. We were literally off the boat. I was on my transpo and to the dive shop where we got our equipment in no more than 20 minutes. And there's another big fish at the same site. I've decided it's a grouper. We're not very good at fish identification here at the channel, so if you know it, let us know in the comments. But, I was just cool that I was 5 feet away from a fish that was like 1.5 feet long. That was pretty neat. But lots of wildlife, really good dive site. I've dived in Cozumel as well. If I had to pick a dive site I like better, I would pick this one. Cozumel is mainly drift dives, which can be cool, but I like to take my time and look around. So we got a group of blackfish. We saw big groups of fish when we snorkeled, didn't we, Juliet?
Yeah, especially under the big floaties.
Yeah, we went to Playa Mia with another family. They have those big floaty things, but in the sun, those fish are just hanging out under those floaty things. It's kind of neat. There's probably 200 fish under there, one there, Juliet.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got here? Now, let's see. I believe this is going to be a lobster. So there, you see the dive master pointing it out. She's saying, hey, look, look, look. Let's see if I can get my great camera skills to do a lobster. Now, sometimes, the Carnival cruises, or cruises in general when it comes to diving, they get kind of bad raps as far as that goes, overcrowded. But no, there was only 5 or 6 people on our dive, so it was really nice. Juliet, can you see what that is yet in the picture?
No,
Not really. He's kind of camouflaged in the sand right there, but I got his whole take off. Let's see. I believe, well, there's a little fish off to the side. If you look in the center of the picture, see him starting to move?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that? Do you know?
A big stingray.
It's a stingray, yeah. Don't worry, we stay plenty far back. But that was really neat. We got to see that stingray take off. This is at the second dive site we went to called the Aquarium. And so here's me messing around and taking some really great video, I tell you what. Okay. Another couple things to consider. Just overall a good experience. I did take my cheapo camera that's $20. It worked just fine. You notice quite a bit of blue in the picture, and that's because, as you know, the deeper down you go, the more the red wavelengths of light are taken out. And what my dive master's showing me here is you could tell where the stingrays have kind of nested in the past. You see kind of the big circle in the sand. Oh, there's a little fish. I just thought I wanted to show you that little fish, I guess.
Really cute.
Yeah, really cute. We don't know what kind of fish that is, though. But that fish is kind of hanging out. There's another fish. But fish everywhere. Of course, there's fish all over the coral. Fish as big as your pinky. Fish as big as sometimes 2 feet long, like that one. So that's kind of neat. So a 2-tank dive. First dive, it had been a while since I dived. I really tried to, I didn't concentrate on my breathing as well, so it didn't last quite as long. But second dive, I was down for almost 50 minutes, so pretty good overall. What we have here going on is, I believe, a school of barracuda. They kind of appear as a kind of a blur. Do you see them, Juliet?
Yeah.
Yeah. But all those, there's like 2 big ones, almost like a mommy and a daddy. And then we had all these little barracuda, and each of those were about 1 foot long. And so I was actually kind of hanging back on my dive crew, and none of them got to see this. I was the only one who got to see this one. So there's just a big I mean, not so big. They weren't interested in me at all. I didn't feel unsafe or anything. They were just kind of hanging out. I'd be pretty big food for them too anyway, but kind of a big school of them. In this dive site, they do call the aquarium, and they do say that you do see a lot of juvenile animals there. You got some other fish hanging out with the barracuda. I believe those are barracuda. Again, if I got it wrong, let me know in the comments. Um, so overall, great experience. So far, I'd have to rank it as probably one of my favorite dive sites. I did Belize out of another cruise, and we didn't go to the hole or whatever. We just went to another random dive site. So it was cool, but not as cool as this. Just lots of animals, perfect conditions, pretty heavy seas. We did have a fella on the boat deck having a hard time. He didn't need any snack. It all went away. But great trip overall. Highly suggest it. Do you have any questions about it? Drop it in the comments. Mall Hall Divers, where you saw the map, they were a great dive shop, took care of me, and I would definitely do it again. So say goodbye, Juliet.
Bye.
Bye.